Hey, welcome to this tutorial. We're gonna talk today about some views and creation of the views. Let's select two basic tables. So here I have a table employee and I have a table alumni. So let's see table employee. It's a basic table with first name, last name, and social security number. The SSN is the primary key. So let's select again from the other table. It's pretty much the same. First name, last name, and social security number, and SSN here is the primary key. So I choose very basic table to make this tutorial very easy. So now let's gonna talk about the view. First, we're gonna have lots of kind of views. When we create view, we can create view with a schema binding, and then the schema binding protects the view from changing. So it protects the underlining of the view, means the structure of the view from changing. We're gonna give an example. There is also, you can create view with encryption, and be careful, if we create view with encryption, nobody gonna read it. Even the creator, he can't read anymore the script. So whatever you create to view with encryption, be sure to write the scripts in some place safe. So we can create the view with view metadata, and we can create the view also with check option. The check option try to create the not protecting the view but protecting the data that may be lost if we make a change to the view. So let's start with the first example with schema binding. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select let's say first, last, SSN from employee, let's call it E, inner join alumni A on E.ssn equal A.ssn, and here let's take the E, and then E. This is inner join between them, between the two table, and it gives me two rows. So let's get additional condition. I'm gonna put where E.ssn is bigger than, let's say, 100,000. So it's pretty much the same. Yeah, I get the same result. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a basic view. Let's say create view 1. Let's call it view 1. For example, I'm not gonna specify schema binding. I'm just gonna create view 1 as this view, and then it should give me the same result. So let's execute it. Let's call here view. Let's call it view 1. Okay. So let's select from the view. Select start from view 1, and then we get the same results. It's the same results. It's basic results. So in order to explain the schema binding, let's try to explore the database. So let's open the views. Let's open. So this view 1 is inner join between table employee and the table alumni. So if I go to the tables, I choose, for example, alumni. I try to rename it. Let's say alumni 4. Okay, it's allowed. So now I'm gonna try to select from my view, and then I get an error because when I try to join employee with alumni, there is no more alumni. Alumni was changed to alumni 4, and then here, even if I try to select, I will get the error because here I have to specify alumni 4. So in order to avoid this error, I'm gonna get back, keep it alumni. I'm gonna create a view 2, but this time I'm gonna specify with schema binding, and then it's gonna protect the view from changing the structure. So let's create the view with schema binding this time. The same view. Here it's alumni. Okay, it's the same view, but this time it's schema binding. Here we have to specify the table. And the other table. Okay. Okay, it's successful. So now let's select from the view 2, which gives the same result. We got the same result. So now I'm gonna try to rename alumni like this. The example before, I'm trying to put alumni 4. An error. I can't rename alumni because if I try to rename alumni, the view it's no more working. And then I get an error. And that's why schema binding is protecting my view. So this is the first example with schema binding. So now I'm gonna try to create with encryption this time. And so before I create with encryption, let's go back and see the view, which was view 1 and view 2. If we take a look at view 1 or view 2, view 1 is a regular view. We just go to view scripts are, drop and create, and we can see the script. This is the script from the view 1, and for the view with schema binding is the same. This is the view with schema binding. So now this is the difference. Let's create a view 3, this time with encryption. So go, select start from view 3. We have the same results. Okay, let's refresh. We go to my views, and this is the view tree. See here, it's kind of locked because we use with encryption. So if I try to see the definition, let's drop. I can't get the definition, so nobody gonna see the definition anymore because we created with encryption. So this is the third with encryption. With view metadata, it's pretty much the same, but we use with view metadata once we want to update like the view with some triggers, like instead of triggers. Also, well, I'm not gonna talk with view metadata right now, but I'm gonna skip it and talk with the check option. So when we want to create view with check option, we specify at the end we put with check option. So now create a view number 4 here. Here it was 100,000. Okay, with the check option. So I'm gonna create my view 4. I'm gonna select from my view 4, which is the same. pretty much the same results. It's the same results. So I got two results. So now if I try to update, let's say I want to update this name, Carson Ladroot. I want to update the social security number, which is the primary key. I'm gonna update my view, which is view 4. I'm gonna update my view 4. I'm gonna set social security number equal to, let's say, 5,500, where social security number equal this number. So if I try to update this, it's gonna go directly here again, instead of the e.first and e.last, e.ssn, it's gonna try to update in the table employees. So let's try to update the view here. One is more. Yeah, I can't update it because it's check option. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create it first a view 5. Let's call it view 5 without check option to give the difference. So this is the view 5. Let's select from the view 5. It gives two results. So if I try to update Carson Ladroot here, let's say view 5, I'm gonna try to update social security number, but if I update it, it's gonna go directly to my table employee. It's gonna update the table employee. It's gonna update the social security number, and there is no more join between the table social security number and between the table employee and alumni. So I'm gonna lose this one. I'm gonna lose this one because it's not gonna verify the condition bigger than 10,000. So if I update this to 5,500, I'm gonna lose this one. I'm gonna lose it's not gonna verify the condition, so I'm gonna lose the first row. Let's give a shot here. So let's update the view. Let's select again from the view. So exactly, I have lost the first row, which was Carson Ladroot. So now let's get back to the results. I'm gonna select from employee. Let's see that the table employee has been updated. I got here 5,500. I'm gonna update this time employee. So I'm gonna get back my results. I'm gonna get back the same number. Okay, I'm gonna select from my employee. So now I have Carson Ladroot with the number before. I'm gonna select from my view file. And then I get back my results. So this is a regular, but if I try to create with check option, let's call it this time view 6. It's the same with check option. So I create view 6. I select. Okay, so if I try to update this time view 6, I'm gonna try to put social security number equal 5,500, where social security number equal this number. So if I try to do this operation, 5,500 doesn't verify this condition, so I may lose the row like before. But the difference is here I put with check option. So with check option gonna stop this operation because we may lose the row from the view. So let's see the difference. Updates, and we can't do this because we have specified with check option. So this is the difference when we create with check option. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial.